Fantastic. We're using up some time here. We got Justin on again today. If you remember Justin from our previous conversations, Justin's jumping on board to talk about some of the foundation dashboards. Again, some of the features that he thinks are cool, I think are cool, and that are available in ServiceNow to help us see our CMDB and our CSDF. So with that note, Justin, it's all you.
Great, thanks, Scott. Thank you, Ken. All right, yeah, I'll go ahead and share my screen and talk through. After you've got JEA set up and ACC up and running, you've got your foundation dashboards that you can then use to get a clear insight into your CMDB and see kind of what you have going on there, right? So the best way to get there is in your navigation. Just type in foundation dashboards, and that'll bring you right to them. So we'll look at both of them today. We'll start with the CMDB foundation dashboard. And what you have here is you can see there's multiple tabs here that'll break down these insights. And at the top here, it does provide a section above the KPIs, for the actual data. It provides a section up here that gives you insight into where your CMDB is, what the state is of different criteria, and then ServiceNow also provides remediation playbooks specific to these issues or events that are happening within your CMDB. So you can see here hardware CIs with serial numbers. They do prioritize these. They can be adjusted, but it's best to leave those out of the box. And they're sorted by priority. So you can see a medium high one here, hardware CIs with serial numbers, right? There's only, of the CIs in the CMDB, 52% of those have that. And then the remediation playbook, if you were to open that, it would take you to a step-by-step guide that ServiceNow has provided to get that data cleaned up, maybe adjust some of your filters, some of your data sources that you're discovering from to bring in, more or additional data or, just provide insight in how to remediate any issues or gaps that may be there from your discovery sources. You can also see their services with owners and then create assets, business rules are enabled, right? So these will be different, sometimes for every instance. It just depends on what you have going and what state your CMDB is in. And then as you scroll down here, there's another section that are actually the KPIs that run in the background. And this is going to be kind of your more normal dashboard type screen, right? So it's going to break down the categories that are above here and then show you the actual data, right? And you can, as a normal dashboard, you can click on these and it'll, drop you into those actual data sets. So you can identify those CIs directly, break them out, create tickets, do whatever is needed to address those. So you can see what those are here. They are given by the date. You have the ability to refresh, but this is updated, as dashboards are. It provides, whatever the categories are, provides the serial numbers by class, right? So not only is it just 131 CIs, what type of CIs are they, right? You can see right here, computers, Linux servers, Windows servers, whatever it may be. It gives you a nice clean breakdown there. And you have the ability to jump in or toggle any of those, as needed. So just gives you a better insight to clean up the CMDB and, make sure everything's on top of it as a CMDB owner. Going on to the customizations. So this will be customizations that are made within the CMDB. So base system applications, CMDB relationship types, any of those things that are customized, they will be cataloged here, as sweeps and background jobs run. Those will be, placed here. It's not bad to have, customizations on some of these items, but it does, there can be issues with upgrading or, changing plugins or anything like that, right? With misalignment from out of the box. And it will, show you how to address that if need be, right? Sometimes there's need for customizations. But other times, things are customized and, we need to get back to out of the box. The remediation playbook, will show you how to do that and, maintain your CMDB without having to, kind of rework or reinvent the wheel. This is a demo instance, right? So everything is, pretty much out of the box. So that's why everything is 0 here. And then we'll load this one up. So data management practices, active CIs within the last 90 days. And here you can see how that prioritization, takes effect. It will show you, the graph, and it lists out what are the most urgent to address. So stale CIs, right? Active CIs that have not been updated in 90 days. That's something that you'll want to take a look at. Again, remediation playbook, step-by-step, exactly how to go about attacking that, how to create, stories against that, whatever it may be, to get those stale CIs, refreshed and updated, and help you move along with that. ITSM processes, again, kind of the same. It gives you insight to the change in instance, of those, CIs, say, the stale CIs or anything like that you need to go and update. You put changes against those, you'll see those here. You'll be able to, just see what the active, kind of active work is going on in the background against any of your data in the CMDB and specific CIs. Whenever you click in here, you can drill in to those lists. And that is the CMDB side. We will click over to the
so on the
CSDM.
CMDB side here, Justin. So what I find cool about this is, we've all been doing this for a while and working with customers, and just 4 years ago, there was always that question, well, what should we be measuring? What are common or leading practices? And this dashboard answers that question. Here's your starting set of KPIs that you should be measuring against your CMDB to be healthy. And here's where you stand on those KPIs. And here's what you do about it if it's a problem. I mean, that's such a common question, and this is such a solid answer to it.
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely, lays the groundwork and really, a playbook for the CMDB manager to address those issues and, keep the CMDB, not only healthy, but, kind of cutting edge, right? So it's up to date and, not only fresh out of the box, but, fresh with the newest practices.
Fantastic. And then this is the CMDB space. And then I also know that you're about to talk about the version of this for the CSDM. And I think this is important too. Those customers that are starting on that CSDM journey. What are we doing? Where do we start? How do I eat this elephant?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So CSDM, kind of removing the cloak from what CSDM is and, this new methodology that everybody's talking about. This clearly defines and lays out a path, to kind of move forward on what CSDM is and, where to go with it. Right. So again, at the top, we've got our indicators that are again prioritized with the remediation playbooks. So again, these will be, probably different in your instance. But what we have here is named product models with product owners. We've only got 4% of those. Again, this is a demo instance, but that's it's awfully low, right? So to get that addressed, how do I do that? I would open this playbook and it would show me a step-by-step guide, how to attack that and how to essentially remediate that. Again, below these indicators, then we've got the actual graphs going on. So they're pertinent to those indicators above. The named products without product owners, locations and their parents, and then the business units as well. So all of those, just really kind of lifting the veil on CSDM and how it aligns with CMDB, where your assets and CI sit, assignments, manageability, all of that stuff, getting that really aligned. And then the great thing that ServiceNow has done here is they've added a crawl, walk, run, and fly approaches to this, right? So, initially, right, you're not going to be at the fly stop, right? You want to start out with the crawl, kind of get CSDM, get the groundwork laid. And then, as you move on, you can go through these tabs and they'll show you the remediation playbooks to continue on with that and really mature your CSDM practice and, essentially, clean up the CMDB and really tie everything together. So it leads to a really mature, well-functioning CMDB. And we'll just click through these. You can see how the indicators change per and the reports do as well. But you can see kind of what they're going for, more technical, a little bit deeper with each one of these, right? As you've got, each of those ground levels laid, right? You can go deeper and get more defined, more refined, insight and information on your services. And then we get into, kind of the service mapping, right? Application services, business services, offerings, how those relationships tie together, any updates, any customizations across any of those. All of that is showed or shown on here. And then eventually the fly, right? This is a, very mature state, business application with information object relationship and, how to again address each one of those. So this is not the starting point, but this is the end point. It really just allows a CMDB manager to have that insight and the ability to address each one of these issues, as they're prioritized.
Great, thanks a lot. And this is a topic we're going to be touching on a lot in the upcoming weeks ahead. CSDM, what is my CSDM approach, and this crawl, walk, run model. And I love, like you said, how they align the KPIs to that, because everybody wants to talk about that end state, but this gives you a way to measure and get to that end state and how they built the dashboard around that. And so we're going to be talking about CSDM a lot in coming weeks, kind of all those different application tables. We're going to be talking about, what is that whole life cycle? What are these life cycle stages? What does this mean to me? And how do we implement that? And some other features related to there. So appreciate everybody joining in this week. And we'll look forward to you next week on the same ITOM time, same ITOM channel.